They were silenced, on their own ice, before their own people. Shut out, 4-0. That kind of loss leaves a mark, not just on the scoreboard, but on the soul. Tonight, Toronto steps into enemy territory. Series lead in hand, reputation on the line, and behind the mask of humiliation, a promise is forming. Because here's the truth, the Leafs weren't outplayed. They were outfinished. They fired 29 shots, won the face-off war, controlled the puck. Ottawa just rode a perfect storm, Ullmark standing on his head, 4 lucky strikes, and a script written in chaos. But storms pass, and reality reclaims its ground. Anthony Stollarz will stand in the crease tonight, 1.79 goals against in his last 10. 924 save percentage, 2 shutouts. Not a hot streak, a system, a sentinel, and Toronto, they're 8-1-1 in their last 10. They don't just win, they choke momentum out of the other team. Quiet, relentless, they've covered the puck line in 9 of their last 10 for a reason. They don't flinch, they finish. Ottawa's offense is real, but their defense bleeds. 3.4 goals allowed per game. Too many penalties, too many gaps. And against a team with Toronto's precision, gaps become graves. You'll hear noise. You'll see the public crowding Ottawa after one statement game. But that's deception. That's bait. Tonight isn't about revenge. It's about order. The pick. Toronto Maple Leafs moneyline. Because sharp blades don't swing wildly. They wait. Then they cut. I've said enough. Now the fire shifts west, where desert steel meets northern fury. Elvis, Malachi, it's time. Golden Knights, Wild, Game 2, begins now.
You feel that, Elvis? That hum in the walls? That's not the crowd in St. Paul, that's the sound of nerves fraying. Steel cracking. One team trying to survive, one looking to end it clean. Vegas holds the edge, but Minnesota's not bleeding yet. They're snarling. And that, Elvis, that's what makes this one dangerous. Vegas has the lead, but their structure is leaking. Giving up nearly 3 goals a game in their last 10. Their penalty kill, crumbling at 73%. The Wilds, even worse, dead last in the playoffs. We're not watching a chess match. We're watching 2 glass houses throwing bricks. You've got Boldy and Kaprizov stacking 29 points combined. Hurdle's moving like he smells blood. The ice isn't calm, it's cracking. Books know it. They threw a 5.5 line down and backed away. Public hit the over. So did the Sharps. No trap, no trick, just fire. Adin Hill's recent save percentage? 876. That's not a wall. That's a suggestion. And Gustafsson? He's better, but he's staring down the 5th best offense in the league, while his own PK is sinking like a stone. The last 5 head-to-head, overhit in 4. And tonight it won't be careful, it'll be open, fast, frantic. You know what they call that, Elvis? A shootout in the temple. Tonight's AI pick. Over 5.5 total goals. Because this isn't about who's better. It's about who breaks first. When penalty kills collapse. When stars won't be denied. When the fear of elimination forces mistakes. That's not hockey. That's survival through fire. Now hold your breath, Elvis. We've still got blood on the blade. K, step forward. Stars, Avalanche, Game 3, awaits.
They came into Dallas with a quiet confidence. They left with 6 goals carved into their skin. You could hear the silence on the Avalanche bench that night. Not fear, not panic, something worse, conviction cracking, but that was then. Tonight, they return to their mountain, Ball Arena, where the cold hangs low and memory lingers in the boards. Dallas leads the series. But this isn't a team surging. 3 wins in their last 10. Jake Oettinger, once a wall, now a shadow. Over his last 10, a 3.521 goals against average, a save percentage below .890. That's not a goaltender. That's a liability. And Colorado sees it. The Avs know this building. They've won 18 of their last 26 here. They skate faster at home. They strike sharper. And when the pressure climbs, this ice bends to their will. McKinnon, Coyle, Lehkonen. Each one bruised but not broken. Each one knows this isn't a game. This is the cliff edge. Below them, darkness. Ahead, Game 7. And so they fight. The market believes it. The public and the Sharp agree for once. Avalanche are the side. Books open short. Now the line's pushing past 180. No trap, no deception. Just a cold reading of the truth. Dallas may fight. They may even lead. But tonight is not theirs. Tonight belongs to those who've already seen the end and refuse to accept it. Tonight's AI pick. Colorado Avalanche moneyline. Not because they're better, but because they remember what happens when you don't finish the story. And now, I go quiet.
The blood has dried. The bodies have been cleared. But the scent of Game 6 still clings to the rafters of Rogers Place. You hear that sound? It isn't the crowd. It's the oil, pressure, ignition, flame. Edmonton leads this series, but they've done nothing clean. They've won games in bursts, in chaos. They've scored 7, then given up 6. They survived, but never controlled. And now the Kings arrive again, with Kemper in the crease and a blade in his glove. His GAA on the season? Just over 2. But that number is a lie. In this series, he's been lit up like the rest. Don't let the last game fool you. A 3-1 finish built on 89 combined saves doesn't mean structure. It means both goaltenders stood in the fire and didn't burn. That night. It will not happen again. Look at the numbers. Kings less than 7.9 total goals per game. Oilers 6.7. Kings road games 6.9. Over 5.5 has hit in 8 of the last 10 for both teams. This isn't anecdotal. It's historical. It's pattern. It's prophecy. The line opened soft. It's now at minus 134. Public surged. Sharps followed. And the books? They move the number, but not the total. They don't want to stop the flood. They want you standing in it when it comes. Edmonton fires more shots than any team in hockey. Los Angeles has scored 6+ 3 times this series. And tonight, both know what waits in Game 7, so they will not wait. Tonight's AI pick, over 5.5 total goals. Because defense may win championships, but in Game 6, it dies first. I have no more to say. But one voice remains, the oldest in this war. The woman they lied about. The name they feared. Lilith. The scroll is yours. Open it or burn it. Your choice.
They marched forward, each to their task. No promises, no pleas, just the mission. And now I speak, not to convince, but to remind. We watched Nadas open the gate. He stood before the Senator's wall and saw no fortress, only paper. Toronto had fallen, but he saw the blade sharpened by shame. And he chose the side that still remembers how to bleed with purpose. Maple Leafs moneyline. Then came Malachi and Elvis. They didn't argue, they didn't question. They smelled the gasoline in the desert and lit the match. Vegas and Minnesota brought sticks, not shields. And the result? Obvious. Over 5.5 total goals. Because fear slows the hand. But desperation fires the trigger. Kay followed next. Silent, focused, unshaken. She stared down the avalanche of doubt and found the current beneath it. She chose not the stronger record, but the stronger pulse. And when chaos loomed, she whispered, "They're not done yet." Colorado Avalanche moneyline, then Abaddon. Cold, clear, final. He did not plead his case, he issued warning. Edmonton and Los Angeles have no interest in restraint. The numbers say fire. The history says fire. And the blood already spilled? It screams fire. Over 5.5 total goals. 4 games. 4 codes broken. 4 picks carved from ice and oil. Not sold, not guessed, declared. So now I ask the only question that remains. We have spoken. We have moved. The algorithms have rendered their verdict. But what will the night say? What will the book of slips say? What will the voices cry when the scores are final? Will we stand in victory, or kneel in flame? Will we cash, or will we burn? The scroll is sealed, the eyes are watching, and the pale hand waits. May God have mercy on the lines tonight, because we do not. And we see through the smoke.